Ready to show off your art? Ready to promote recycling and reuse of materials, emphasizing creativity? Enter the 3D Recycled Art Competition hosted by the Class of 2024 officers. Submissions must be comprised of recycled/reused materials. See attached flyer for additional information and link to submit. Submissions are due January 29th. Any questions, please email spfhsstuco, stuco, at spfk12.org. Attention students, if you are interested in girls volleyball, gymnastics, or wrestling, please register and turn in an up-to-date participation physical and health history questionnaire no later than February 10th. These sports begin on March 1st. If you are interested in swimming or winter track, please register and turn in an up-to-date participation physical and health history questionnaire no later than Friday, January 22nd. These sports begin on February 1st. Buon anno. Happy New Year. The next Italian Club meeting will be on Wednesday, January 27th at 2:30 via Google Meet. If you have any questions, please reach out to Mrs. Della Pierta or Mrs. Kudron. Grazie.
Right, so I'm here with Noah Liev and Sam Oros. They both
I'm also here with them too, actually.
And Benji, and they went to school yesterday for the first time in a couple months. We're just gonna ask them a couple questions. So first, how was your first day back at school, like overall?
I liked it pretty. I liked it. The mask wasn't as annoying as I thought it was going to be. It was good to see people and get out of my house. But, just sort of annoying that I know I could do it all at home, but my parents are forcing me to go back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for me, I thought it wasn't that bad. It was a good day overall. Nice seeing my teachers in person, and it was finally good to actually get up out of bed with a purpose and actually going to school. But yeah, the one-way hallways, I thought it was going to be a little bit of a kind of confusion in there, I guess. But it wasn't really that bad. During the class time, you could just wander off wherever. If you needed to go to the bathroom, you didn't have to follow the arrows. But yeah, overall, it wasn't that bad.
Just
Were you able to drink water?
Yeah, for water, so I just brought a bottle of water to school, and if I wanted to take a sip, I just went on the hallway, just took off my mask, took a sip.
Nice.
Are there any hallways with arrows going both ways or no?
Yeah, so the hallway kind of in the direct middle of the school, in between the gym and the freshman cafeteria. That's a two-way.
Man, that's gotta be pretty crazy, man. Pretty hectic in there.
Yeah, I mean there weren't really that many
directions. It's pretty scary. All right. So secondly, what was different about going to school compared to staying home?
Definitely not being able to eat throughout the day. That kind of sucked because, I got home and I was starving, but nothing really. You still had to join the meet, some classes at least. You
can't fall asleep during class, though. That sucks.
Yeah, that's a little tough too. You can't play Madden between classes.
Yeah, so there's some big differences there.
Yeah.
Same thing what Sam said. I mean, the biggest thing I guess was just no eating during the whole day. Some bathrooms I know. So for example, I had to use the restroom first period, and when I tried to use the bathroom, the downstairs bathroom in the science area, that one was closed for block 1 and 2, and it was going to be open for 3 and 4. And the one directly above it was open for 1 and 2 and closed 3 and 4.
So do you guys like being at school or at home better?
Personally, I don't mind going back to school, mostly because it's just a change of scenery. I get to see more people, but the luxuries of staying at home are, the bathrooms are always open. You can always eat, and you don't have to wear a mask for 6 hours. But it's not that bad. But yeah.
At least masks will protect you from seeing ugly people's faces.
Yeah, Benji, you should always be wearing one.
Yeah, for me personally, I don't mind going back into school. I kind of like it because, like I said before, it gets me out of bed. I feel like I'm more active and I guess like focused throughout the day than just laying in my bed all day trying to get through classes. Yeah.
Teacher to basically force you to do your work instead of not doing it at all like I do. So
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. That's a positive. Lastly, for both of you guys, to what extent are you able to interact with other students, like distance? Are you allowed to not follow the rules and like way to work around it? Like, were you doing any of that?
In terms of interaction, there's not much because you're still 6 feet apart from everyone. And you can't really text them too. You can't pull out your phone in class anymore. But it's good to see people still. And even when, like, for Raider News, when you're working on a project together, you can still talk to each other through the classroom. But yeah, it's a lot different than if this wasn't going on because we'd be able to sit next to each other and talk to each other.
Basically, same thing what Sam was saying. Teachers were allowing like kids to like talk to each other in between like work time, I guess, and as long as you were 6 feet away, nothing really was a problem. But yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
Yeah, all good. So like back to the question Hayden asked, if you guys had to give like a yes or no answer each, like would you prefer like how it's structured now to be permanently in school with like hybrid, of course, where there's not many people, social distancing, the arrows on the floors and all that versus like being at home? So would you prefer in school or at home if you had to choose?
This is a question I thought about a lot, but for some reason I don't have an answer. Because there's pros and cons to going back. I think I'd choose staying home more because there's less of a risk of getting it. But
I mean, what if you already had it?
If I already had it, so if I was immune,
Yeah.
I'd go back.
Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely I would choose to just stay back, doing the hybrid thing, going in on Mondays and Tuesdays, just staying online Wednesday through Friday, because I get to see some people, get some fresh air when I go outside, gym class, you get to go outside, take some laps, get the fresh air. It's all good times, all good times.
You can get fresh air like without going to school too.
Yeah, true. Well, I have one final question. All the windows are open, right?
Yeah, in some classrooms they just have like a peak open. But I mean, it wasn't really that cold. I know when
some classrooms don't have windows either. Like my nutrition science room didn't have windows and it was hot.
You gotta change your outfits for every class.
How do they do it? Like, I thought the windows had to be open.
Well, yeah, they do. I mean, so yeah, like Noah said, teachers, like the ones that do have windows, they just like crack them a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, then they run the heat too, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, in my forensic science class, there's like no windows in that classroom. Like it's not like against the school.
Yeah.
But I mean, both doors were open, so air was like coming through and in and out, I guess. So
makes sense. All right. Well, thank you guys. I just want to wish Noah a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I should know it was his birthday, but happy birthday.
Thank you, Benji.
No problem.